there! I haven't done a video in a while because, for one thing, I was recovering from 4th of July fireworks, sleep loss that was happening all through the night, and also I got a dog. This is Bear. This Bear. It's not Smoky Bear or Watery Bear. This is Bear, or as I like to call him, Avatar, the Last Bear Bender. He is a 5-year-old shelter dog. He is 5 years old according to their best guess from looking at his teeth. And it's cattle dog shepherd mix, just their best guess from looking at his physical traits. So I haven't heard him bark yet. So he has been exposed to birds, squirrels, other dogs. We passed cyclists on the bike trail and a skateboarder, and he hasn't barked at anyone, and he wasn't really reactive, or wasn't reactive at all. He didn't respond. He just acknowledged that there was something there, and that's it. So he's a very calm boy, and so good so far. So far, so good. Whichever. My brain is still catching up on sleep because he has to wear the e-collar or the cone of shame because he was neutered the day that I picked him up, which I'm so confused about why they would do that to him, just neuter him and send him home the same day to a place he's never been and with a person he's not used to. I guess recovery in a home environment could be better than a shelter. I don't know. I just thought, them having a vet tech on site and everything, that it might make sense to do the recovery there where they could do everything right. But, I'm sure that there are good reasons why they don't do that. But, so he's wearing that, and I tried a recovery suit for just a little while, and he licked the outside of the recovery suit, and he's not supposed to lick that area, so we had to go back to the cone. And the inflatable collars, I read, deflate overnight, so I couldn't, I didn't want to just take a risk with that, and it, even with it just licking through the recovery suit that one time, and or other factors, whatever, he did get a little infected, so they didn't send him home with any medications either, so I, called them about the symptoms, and he is now on medication. So there's lots of things that we've just had to hit head on and adapt, and he seems very adaptable, and just my sleep was a little disrupted, as was his, because I know he can't go out the doggy door with the e-collar on, so I was waking up. I wasn't sure how long he could go without a potty break, so I was waking up a couple of times in the night there for the first couple of days to try to take him out to ensure that he had adequate potty breaks, but he seems to be very well housebroken, and no accidents so far, and can hold it through the night. It seems to want to if it's raining, especially. And poor guy, it was raining like the first several days that he was home. But that's a little update on the doggy situation. And his name is Bear. I don't know if I said that already. Oh, yes, I did. Okay. But that was the shelter. That's the name he came into the shelter with. So I just thought I'd let him keep his name. He's 5 years old, so why change now? But yeah, I haven't done a video in a little while because I've been, my attention has been with him and getting to know my new little buddy and taking care of him, and trying to also regulate my nervous system with the changes that have come about as change happens. So that's really an update about what's been going on, and I've been trying to just stay regulated while taking care of a new buddy and making sure that he's regulated as well, because I'm sure he has a lot of adjustments to make to his new home, his environment being totally different. And I'm sure that he probably misses his companion. It sounds like he was around other animals too. And so, he can still, play with Queen, my boyfriend's dog, a couple of times a week. But, once or twice a week will be all that he sees her. So not being around another animal constantly, we'll see how he seems to be doing just fine. He doesn't seem to be, he's very observant right now. He seems to be very observant. He was kind of a little bit afraid of this mechanical stool that I use, that I sit on whenever I'm, do painting, and I also do my videos so that I can get closer to my only natural light source in this room. But he seems to be doing okay, adjusting and adapting. And of course, I read about the 3-3-3 rule, and I thought, poor guy, 3 days to decompress, but he's in a cone and he just had surgery. And I got him on a Friday, so he had the weekend to kind of decompress, and then I'm taking him to work with me on Monday morning. And so he was fine, totally fine at the office. He just slept almost all day. He slept till lunch. I took him for a walk. He slept again till time to go home. And so he got to go on 3 walks, and then just a little break around. I live on a dirt road, so it's not, it's almost all hillside. So it's not ideal place for dog walking, but it's okay. He seems to be more or less impressed with, well, he doesn't seem to be really into toys, or he's not chasing squirrels. He's not really doing much of anything, and I don't know if it's because he's in recovery or if he's just very, very non-reactive. And I haven't had a chance to give him any kind of like bone or antler or anything like that to chew on because of the cone. That's not really ergonomically possible. So, I mean, I guess it could, but he doesn't like the sounds of things hitting when he runs into loud things with the cone. So I'm pretty sure he didn't like the nyla bone. So we'll see. Like he's had 3 days to decompress with the cone on, and he'll have the 3 weeks to learn my routine. Well, after the 10 days or 14 days, whichever it ends up being with the cone, then he'll kind of have to adjust to a new routine. Slightly new, not completely, but he won't have to. He can use the doggy door whenever the cone is off, so he'll have a little more freedom. So he'll have that to adjust to. And he's so funny. He does not want to be out in the heat or outside any longer than absolutely necessary. So he might prefer staying at home instead of going to work with me, because my Silky Terrier was that way. He was just like, "Lady, don't take me up here. This is my time away from you." And he may be the same way. He may just be like, "Leave me at home where I can chill and relax and go outside and lay on the deck when I feel like it and come back inside when I feel like it." So we'll see where he is with that. I just, I fall into the whole trap of people, guilt shaming people for leaving their dogs at home while they're at work. And that seems like, the way that dog ownership has been done I hate the word ownership. It's like, it's a companion, it's an animal. I know they don't have all of the choice in the world of who they get to live with, but I don't like the ownership. Like, I don't feel like I own the animal. It just happened to be the animal, the roof over their head provider and their food provider. But anyway, I'm just getting used to animal ownership, and some things I had to consider were, he's wearing the cone because they want to keep him from licking, and I definitely want to keep him from licking too, for more than just the reasons for his health. The licking is a misophonia trigger for me, and I know that he has it way worse than than I do. Like, it's the licking sound is like is irritating to me, but the reason why he's licking is really irritating to him. So there's that. The sleep schedule, once he figured out, or once we figured out each other's sleep schedule, that the last couple of nights have been just great. Last three, I guess, because 3 nights ago, he made it till 5:30 in the morning, but so that was good. Both of us making it through the night. Oh, that night I went to bed a little earlier because I had been so exhausted from the night before. Oh, and another thing you might want to consider, I didn't, and I wish I had. Not all dogs are used to riding in the car. And since my dogs and Kevin's dog love car rides, I just assumed that he would like riding in the car. And apparently he wasn't used to it. It's a kind of new thing for him, it seems like. And so, just a pro tip for you. If you have a dog that you're not sure is okay in the vehicle, you might want to cover your console, your seat console, any area that might be affected if the dog happens to get sick in the car. And of course, you can buy the dividers and crates and stuff to confine them while traveling, but I didn't do that because I tried the clip-in safety belt harness thing, and since he wasn't used to riding in a car, that did not work. It was bad. Got twisted really badly, so that didn't work. But giving him just free rein to sit in the front seat, he was okay as far as, no, he wasn't very active, but he did get car sick. So now I'm keeping towels. I've covered the back seat with a sheet temporarily. And so I've got a sheet over the back seat, pillowcases in the floor, like where the mats are, and a towel over the front seat and console. And I have upholstery cleaner in there. I have a box of baking soda handy. Febreze in the car. A little, I don't usually like scented stuff, but it's much preferable over the scent of dog vomit. But yeah, so those things. And you might want to keep some wipes handy if they get it on themselves, or some sort of shampoo, like the waterless shampoo, like dry shampoo or waterless shampoo, in case they get sick and then get it on themselves. So those are some things that I wish I had considered first, because I arrived at my boyfriend's house in a panic because he had made it almost all the way there, and then 2 minutes away from the house, he got sick. So, and it was hot, and I didn't know what to do. So, I at least, and I was running on very little sleep, so it was a meltdown waiting to happen. I was really on my way there, and I felt like I would have felt better if I could have just been in a quiet room and had a little meltdown. But somehow I stayed glued together. More like a little bit of raggedy duct tape holding it together. But so that's what's been going on. And I guess I'll just be gauging my energy levels to see where I am with making new videos, and balancing that, and getting used to the new routine and the new little companion. He's so good and so calm. I couldn't imagine having a better, more calm dog. It's just been really, really great. So I'm looking forward to him coming out of his shell a little bit once this cone is off, because he acts like he wants to get, closer to me than the cone will allow. He'll come right. Apparently he's also not used to furniture, or to being on furniture, so he doesn't want to get on the furniture. And he has avoided the beds. He has 3 beds to choose from. Avoids all the beds, wants to lay on the floor, which I think maybe that post-surgical status has him liking the coolness of the floor, the hardwood floor. I also put just a cotton sheet down in the bedroom floor, which is carpeted, and he seems to like that. But I know that once his recovery is over, that he'll be able to really come out of his shell, or that's not the right word, but blossom. He'll be able to express himself as a doggy a little more, and I'm looking forward to that. So I'll keep you updated.